Big Polly's World of Sports Sims presents the Hometown Football League using Action PC Football 2020. Los Angeles, California, our next stop for today's game between the San Francisco Gold Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. San Francisco, a combination of the 49ers and Raiders of Oakland when they played in Oakland, and Los Angeles is a combination of the Rams, the Raiders when they played in Los Angeles in between the times they were in Oakland, and the LA Chargers in between the times they played in San Diego. The Dons of the AAFC are included as well. So we will get this game started for you. LA, I will be controlling as the home team. We're at the Memorial Coliseum. 67 calm degrees, no precipitation, no wind. LA has won the toss and will receive. We have Steve Young at quarterback for San Francisco and Jim Everett at quarterback for LA. Bill Walsh, your head coach for San Francisco. George Allen, your head coach for LA. And we'll get this show on the road. San Francisco in white, Los Angeles in blue. Arnett, Lewis, and Bass back deep, and the first play will be a touchback. Setting up the offense for Los Angeles, Dickerson and Younger at running back, Brown and Ellard at wideout, Christensen at tight end, Everett at quarterback, Huffman, Wisniewski, Nemitz, Putnam, and Slater your offensive line. For San Francisco, Hadley and Hardman at defensive end, Namalini at defensive tackle along with Stubblefield, Mack, Willis, Peterson at linebacker, Brown and Hayes at corner, Lott and Grayson at safety. We'll go to Dickerson on the first play, off tackle left. A gain of 1, Haley brings him down, 2nd and 9 at the 21. Brown, Timmy Brown, medium slant. Played for the LA Raiders. That's incomplete. A high throw. Christensen, medium hitch. 3rd and 9. He's got the first down. A nice gain of 18. 1st and 10. The ball resting now at the 39. We'll go Younger, not older. Dive play, and that's a gain of 3 yards. Stubblefield on the tackle. Crazy Leg Hirsch will get an attempt at a catch here, short out. He's wearing number 40, and that's caught. And that's a gain of 10. Caught 4 passes last week against the Bears for 58 yards. Another mixed team. Chicago is that of the Bears and the Cardinals prior to 1960. 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 48. For LA, trap right. San Francisco in a tight formation. That's a gain of 2 with Stubblefield brings them down. Ellard, the next recipient, we hope, medium slant. And a sack by Leo Namalini. Loss of 2 yards. He was one of the first guys after World War II to successfully cross over to professional wrestling. He was the NWA champion, disputed, at one point in the 1950s. And it's going to be a short passing play. And actually, we're going to change it and go to a medium out for Henry Ellard. A gain of 8. That'll be short of the first down by 2 yards, as it was a dump off to Eric Dickerson. Namalini was the disputed NWA champion, and there were like 2 different NWA world champions back in the 50s at one point, Lou Fez and Neo Namalini. And Namalini and Fez did consolidate the NWA title, Fez winning it eventually. And here's Ben Brocklin on a punt from the San Francisco 40. Ben Brocklin, better known for his quarterback exploits. That's a touchback. Ball will go to the 20. San Francisco's offense, Gore is going to start out at running back. Rice, Owens, and Wilson will be your wideouts, as San Francisco is going to start in a 3-wide set. Gordy Soltal will be your tight end. Steve Young out of Brigham Young, your quarterback. Shell, Upshaw, Otto, Cross, and St. Clair, a good mix of 49ers and Raiders, your offensive line. For LA, Donald and Jones, Deacon Jones, your defensive ends. McLaughlin and Olson will be your defensive tackles. Green, Ritker, McDaniel. Actually, that's Green and Ritker at linebacker because LA is playing with 5 defensive backs right now to counter San Francisco's 3 wideouts. McDaniel and Irvin are your corners. Cromwell, Rich are your safeties, and Gray is the 5th defensive back. So a different set of lineups here, 1st and 10 at the 20, and if they go to their base formation, we'll show you what changed. And that's a screen to Gore, and Gore's got a lot of running room, 47 yards worth. That's his longest catch of the season, 47 yards, and a first down all the way to the LA 33. Hugh McElhenney will come on as the second wide receiver, not the second wide receiver, but the second running back in the fullback spot for San Francisco. Green, Ritker, and Robertson are going to be your linebackers for LA, so we got all the base formations in. 1st and 10 at the LA 33. This is the Gore, and Gore looked like he was going to score there, a 24-yard gain. He had 124 yards last week, so he picks up where he left off this week with 2 very fine plays to start the game. 1st and goal at the LA 9. That's incomplete, as Young was looking for Soltow. He wanted a flag on the play as Cromwell covered him a little too tightly for his taste, and it's now 2nd and goal at the 9. Incomplete.
Pass interference, defense, number 21, automatic, 1st down.
And this time they do get Nolan Cromwell for pass interference. So the arbiting by Soltow pays off on the next play. 1st and goal at the 2. To McElhenney, he's got a touchdown. Hugh McElhenney, one of the stars for San Francisco in the 50s. He's got a touchdown and the Gold Raiders on the board. Your point after try is good by Janikowski, and it's 7-0. 7:43 left, opening quarter. Arnett back deep, and that's going to be a touch. LA is going to stay in their running strategy. Heavy blitz, so we're going to go to Younger on a screen. A marker before the play.
False start. Offense, number 78, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
Slater called for a false start. 1st and 15 at the 15. We'll go to Brown, medium out. Not caught, incomplete. Tim Brown, defensed by Willie Brown, old man Willie. He's going all the way. Touchdown Raiders. That was the call of Bill King, longtime voice of the Oakland Raiders during Super Bowl 11 on the touchdown that clinched that Super Bowl win for John Madden and the Raiders against the Minnesota Vikings. 2nd and 15. We'll look for Ellard this time, medium out. Well defensed by San Francisco. They were in a quarter formation where they put 7 defensive backs in, and that bounced off the fingers of Ellard. 3rd and 15. 3 wide. They'll go to Hirsch. Medium fly. Caught, but short of the first. Ronnie Lott on the tackle. A 12-yard gain. They needed 15, so Van Brocklin again to punt deep. No wind aiding either team, and that's a punt of 49 yards. Return 10. Matt Millen made the tackle. Taylor caught it, John Taylor, and he ran it back 10 yards to the 34, so a 39-yard net. 1st and 10, the ball at the 34, and San Francisco will try to pad to their lead. McLaughlin with the tackle on Gore. Gore lost a yard. 2nd and 11, ball at the 33. A screen, and that's a first down, a gain of 16. 1st and 10, ball at the 49. That was Green on the last tackle, by the way. McElhenney on the screen. He gained 7. And Young's off to a good start. 3 out of 4, 70 yards. 2nd and 3, ball at the 44. Young can scramble, and he could scramble well, and that's a gain of 6 by him. Jones on the tackle. 1st and 10 at the 38. That's Terrell Owens, and a gain of 11. Ball now at the 27 of LA. So San Francisco has come out on fire out of the gate. 1st and 10 at the 27. To Gore, 1-yard gain. McLaughlin made the tackle. 2nd and 9 at the 26. Incomplete pass to Owens. 3rd and 9 at the 26. Incomplete. LA forcing them out on 4th down. Here's your field goal try by Janikowski. Pushes it off to the left, no good. So LA gets out of that smelling like a rose. 2:17 left. They still only trail 7-0. Pitch right, Dickerson. Out of SMU is Eric Dickerson, and Dickerson with a lot of running room. 50, 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Put it on the board. 67 yards. His longest run of the season, and it's 7-6. And here's Barr, I believe, to try the point after. Chris Barr. And we're dead even at 7-7 with a $1:55 on the first quarter clock. We have Woodson back deep for San Francisco. Washington and McElhenney are your upbacks, and that'll be a touchback. So San Francisco, who a moment ago looked like they were going to be up more than a score, now looking at a tie game. And here's your 1st and 10 play from the 20. And here's Gore. Gore picks up 9 yards. We have Gray injured. His return said to be probable. Rich is going to come in. Herb Rich out of the University of Vanderbilt. 2nd and 1. The ball to 29. Incomplete, but a marker.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 47. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
They get Irvin for pass interference. Ball to 44. 1st and 10 from there. That's caught by Soltal, and Soltal has a gain of 19. Cromwell on the tackle. The 0-0 you see snapping the ball is Jim Otto out of the Raiders. In fact, let's profile him real fast. He's out of Miami of Florida. 1st and 10, ball at the LA 37. Long throw, and a good throw, a touchdown to Jerry Rice. And just like that, the Gold Raiders have an answer for the LA Rams. Janikowski will try the extra point. It's 14-7. We have 41 seconds left. Opening quarter. Arnett back deep. And another touchback. We'll go to Younger on a trap right. That might be the last play of the quarter. And it is. 14-7 San Francisco. A reminder that today is kind of catch-up day here with the HTFL, as I had been falling behind on my project a little bit due to some work commitments. And we are going to change the schedule here a little bit here at the Big Paulie's World of Sports channel, Sports Sim channel, YouTube channel. We are going to be doing HTFL games during the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we will be doing other projects. I will be doing other projects since I'm the only one here who creates anything. As I take a swig of water, I will be doing other projects on the weekend, such as Grand Slam Wrestling, the OOTP series I have been doing. I'll probably have a lot of points to spend on the OOTP Perfect Team series, and Franchise Hockey Manager. We'll probably do Franchise Hockey Manager first because it's been so long now since I've done that. But let's get back to the game. It's a good one, 14-7 Gold Raiders. 2nd and 11, we'll go to Brown, medium out. And we will change it to a medium slant because San Francisco is blitzing. Incomplete off the hands of Brown. And now you're looking at 3rd and 11. We'll go to Christensen in the 3-wide set, medium fly. That's incomplete, but a marker.
Intentional grounding.
Oh, not a good
Offense,
one.
Number 17, 10-yard penalty, loss of down.
LA's only loss so far was to San Diego. The Gold Raiders lost to New England in week 2. Punting time. Here's Van Brocklin. No wind either way to speak of. Rolls dead at the 45, a punt of 46 yards. No return, so the net is also 46. So Steve Young comes back out, 1st and 10 from the 45. There's your throw to Gore. He has 9 yards. That's his 3rd catch of the day for 72. Let's look at the yardage real fast. 187 for San Francisco, 118 for Los Angeles. LA has run 14 plays, 9 of them throws. San Francisco, 10 passes, 6 rushes for 16 plays total. 2nd and 1 at the LA 46 to Gore. No gain. 3rd in the yard. Vernon Davis is going to come in and play as a second tight end. Gore has a 1st down and a lot more as he breaks into the backfield of LA, the defensive backfield, and a gain of 39. So Gore now, 6 carries, 72 yards. He's having a very good day for San Francisco's Gold Raiders so far. 1st and 10 at the LA 7. Gore, straight ahead, 3 yards. McDaniel on the stop. 2nd and goal, the ball at the 4 now of Los Angeles. And there's Gore again, a fumble. Young picks it up for San Francisco, and that's a gain of 2 yards. 3rd and goal, ball at the LA 2 to McElhenney, looking for his 2nd touchdown of the game, no gain. And Janikowski comes on to try a chip shot field goal, 19 yards. That's good, and it's 17-7. With 10-12 left in the half. Both teams coming out firing. And it's Arnett back deep. And another touchback. To Dickerson, trap right. And Dickerson picks up 2. Peterson on the stop for the Gold Raiders. To Younger on a screen. And the throw was not there. Younger actually had a chance to get it, but he dropped it. 3rd and 8 will go we'll go to Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch on a medium hitch, which we're going to change into a medium slant. And Hirsch with a nice play, but let's check the marker.
Holding, offense.
Oh, it's coming
number
back.
61, 10-yard penalty.
Putnam holding, and it's going to be 3rd and 18. We'll look for Brown on a long hitch. Complete, close to the first. He's got it. Just barely. So a new set of downs for LA. Dickerson, off tackle right. Showing blitz, so we'll go Younger on a screen. And Younger with a lot of running room here in the defensive backfield, a gain of 17. 1st and 10, ball at the 47. Dickerson, they go double tight end. They have brought Fears in as the 2nd tight end. Trap left. A gain of 3. Dickerson on the day, 5 carries, 75 yards. He has 1 catch for 8. They'll go to Fears here. Actually, they won't. They'll stay with Dickerson. Pitch right. Dickerson gets to that corner. Somewhat. A gain of 4. 3rd and 3. Ellard. Short hitch. They're showing blitz, so we'll go to Brown on a medium slant. Everett. Picked off. And a nice return for San Francisco by Grayson. 35 yards to the LA 36. That's his first pick of the year. 1st and 10, the ball at the LA 36, as we had mentioned. 5:53 left in the half. Young will run, and he's got a lot of running room, 13 yards worth. Irvin brings him down for LA. And you could sense this game slipping away from Los Angeles a bit. First and 10 at the 23. And that's another nice play by Wilson. Gains 20 yards to the 3. It's going to be first and goal. To Gore. Gore might have lost a yard. He did. Merlin Olsen gets him. And we'll probably send him some FTD flowers, a bouquet of flowers after the game, as he was a pitchman for back in the 80s when he was calling games with Dick Enberg on NBC Sports, back when they had the AAFC games. Second and goal at the 4. Young to Gore, incomplete. Ritker dived for it, nearly had the pick, and it's third and goal. Deflected off of Cronwell as Young was looking for Gordy Soltal. That's incomplete. Fourth and goal. 21-yard field goal by Janikowski is good, and it's 20-7. We have 3:30 left in the opening half. Arnett back deep for Los Angeles. And another touchback. So the San Francisco kickoff team doing its job. Long fly to Crazy Legs Hirsch on first and 10. Everett's going to run. He gains 2 yards. We'll go back to a base formation. Give it to Dickerson. Trap right. Gains 6. Needed 8. Needed 8. Third and 2. We're going to play action medium pass it. And we're going to go to Tim Brown. Out of Notre Dame. That's incomplete. 2 minutes, 2 seconds left in the half. And Brocklin in to punt. 48 yards. Taylor on the fair catch. Minute 56 to go. Opening half. We have now reached the 2-minute warning. It's 20-7, San Francisco. First and 10, ball to 24. It's to Gore. Gore with a 9-yard gain. You get the sense that San Francisco should be blowing LA out at this point. They've left 8 points on the table because of not converting a couple of third downs. So it's 2nd and 1, the ball to 33. Off the fingers of Soltal, and it'll be 3rd and a yard from the 33-yard line. To Gore. Gore's not going to get to the first down marker. Ritker with a tackle, and LA will call timeout. Punting time. We'll go for the fair catch. And that fair catch is made by Brown at the 20. Gotta wonder if George Allen is thinking about bringing a substitute in for Everett. He is off to a bad start. 6 out of 14 for 83 yards. Long hitch to Hirsch on first and 10. We have a minute 21 to go. That's caught on a nice play. 33 yards. Each team with 2 timeouts left. LA will burn one here. We'll go screen to Dickerson on first and 10 from the San Francisco 47. As they would like to get something here before the half. A gain of 4. No huddle. Hurry up formation. Brown. Short slant. And Brown with a gain of 9 to the 34. We have 42 seconds left. Again, no huddle. Hirsch, medium out. And that's to Brown, a gain of 4, and they get out of bounds with 26 seconds to go. Christensen, long fly. He lets it go, incomplete, deflected by Lester Hayes. 20 seconds left to go. Dickerson on a screen. That's good. He's got the first down. He's down to the 15. There are 10 seconds left on the clock. Rams will call time. And that's their last timeout. They'll bring Barr in to try a 30-yard field goal with 10 seconds left. And it's good. It's 20-10. We have 5 seconds left in the opening half. Squib kick coming up. taken by the deep man, which was Woodson. And we'll get the kickoff all over again because that's the end of the first half. It's 20-10, San Francisco. Take a swig of water and we'll do the halftime stats. So just bear with me a moment, folks. Normally I do this and I edit all this out because I'm doing multiple games today. I just thought I would let you in on what I do between quarters and between halves. Okay. San Francisco with 271 yards of total offense. They have run 29 plays, 15 of them have been rushes. LA, 237 yards of total offense. They have run 30 plays, 20 of them have been passes. The offensive standout of the game, I would say, would be Gore of San Francisco with his 84 rushing yards and his 72 yards receiving. Seattle and Las Vegas will be our next game. That'll be an unplugged game, so if I do this later on today, I get to rest my voice a little bit. Woodson back deep for the Gold Raiders. I nearly said 49ers. And Woodson with a nice return.
Block. Receiving team.
Jack Pardee made the tackle. Mack called for an illegal block. Khalil Mack, who now plays for the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10. Frisco has it at their own 9. McElhenney to the line, and that's all. Robertson on the stop. 2nd and 10, ball at the 9. It's an end-around play to Owens. No gain.
Offsides, defense. Number 47, 5-yard penalty.
LA was eager to pounce on it. Irvin was offsides. 2nd and 5, the ball at the 14. That's a give to McElhenney, who gains 2. McElhenney is now out of the game. They go to 3 wides. San Francisco does. 3rd and 3 at the 16. To Gore, and Gore with a gain of 12. 1st and 10, San Francisco. Ball at the 28-yard line. Just starting this second half. That's to Jerry Rice, and Jerry Rice has a 16-yard gain. That's only his 2nd catch of the day, but he had one for a touchdown earlier. He's got 53 yards on the day on 2 catches. 1st and 10 at the 44. To Gore, who picks up 3. Deacon Jones introduces himself to him, says, "How you doing there, Mr. Gore?" Frank Gore. He's got 12 rushes for 87 yards, does Mr. Gore. We'll profile him, Frank Gore, out of the University of Miami of Florida, the U. And so far he has had one 100-yard rushing game. And his best receiving effort was 6 catches for 54 yards in that 10-7 loss to New England. 2nd and 7 at the San Francisco 47 to McElhenney. 1st down and more. McElhenney gets loose. A gain of 19. 1st and 10, ball the LA 34. Touchdown here would be big. Looking for Wilson over the middle, incomplete. 2nd and 10. This is a give to Ritker. He gets back to the line, and that's it. 3rd and 10, ball to 34. A throw and a catch to Soltal. Cromwell makes the stop. Ball moves to the LA 23. 1st and 10 from there. To McElhenney, and that's a gain of 4 yards. 2nd and 8. The ball to 19. 1-yard loss. Robertson with the TFL. 3rd and 7. Ball to 20. TFL is what they call a tackle for loss. Young looking and looking, he finds Jerry Rice, a gain of 10. And Rice is in as a direct snap play here to him. They have Young in the game as a slot back, or a slot wide receiver. They give it to Young on a run, no gain. 2nd and goal from the 10. This time it's to Gore to the 3. Garrison Hurst comes in the game to replace Gore at running back as Gore was getting a little tired. 3rd and goal to 7. A big play for San Francisco, and that's incomplete. Big play because if they get the touchdown, it would make it a 3-score game, which they could not do. Here's Janikowski from 24 yards out. It's good. And it's 23-10 with 5:12 left in the 3rd. Arnett back deep for Los Angeles. It's returnable. And Arnett all the way out to the 30, a return of 28. So LA doesn't really have to hurry here with 20 minutes and change left to go. Pitch right, Eric Dickerson. And Dickerson loses 4 yards on that play, much to the dismay of this huge Coliseum crowd. Medium fly to Henry Ellard. That's incomplete. He overthrew Ellard there. 3rd and 14. They'll go to Hirsch. Medium out. And that's off the hands of Hirsch. 4th and 14. Van Brockman comes in to punt, and George Allen has to ponder pulling Everett, although a lot of these incompletions are not his. LA might want to go to a more accurate thrower, and Everett is not really it for LA. We have 4:04 left, 3rd quarter. It's 23-10 San Francisco. To Gore on 1st and 10 from the 34. And Gore with running room, 19 yards. Irvin on the stop. That's actually Garriston Hurst, I beg your pardon. Hurst is still in the game in favor of Gore. Penalty on this play. Young scrambles and picks up 14, but will it stand?
Defense.
It will.
Number 75, 5-yard penalty.
So San Francisco continues to pick up yardage in chunks. They had 383 yards on the day. LA has 233. 46 plays run for San Francisco, 26 of them runs. LA has run 33 plays, 22 of them passes. 1st and 10 at the 33. Pitch to Hurst, and Hurst, no gain. 2nd and 10, ball to 33. This is a screen to Hurst, and Hurst picks up 18. Gore back in the game for San Francisco. 2:12 left. Ball to 15. 1st and 10. Gore loses a yard. Now it's 2nd and 11 at the 16. And Young sacked by Donald. 3-yard loss. 3rd and 14. San Francisco with a lot of trips deep into LA territory, but they're kicking field goals more often than not. That's completed to Rice. He gets 7 yards, but they needed 14, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. It's 23-10, San Francisco. Our next game will be Seattle and Las Vegas. Seattle is off to an 0-3 start, most surprisingly. Las Vegas has won 1 game. They are 1-3. This will be an unplugged game where Ray Curtis, my AI computing play-by-play compatriot, will be doing most of the commentary, and I'll just be talking in between possessions. Janikowski from 29. It's good. It's 26-10. Janikowski has hit 4 field goals today. 13 yards, 21 yards, 24 yards, 29 yards. That first field goal was 19 yards, and Janikowski missed one before all of that. So LA in deep trouble. Here's the kickoff. Taken by one of the upbacks, and he's got running room all the way to the 34. That was Lewis. And LA's going to make a switch at quarterback. They're going to go to Jared Goff, who we saw earlier in the season, who has a passer rating much higher than Jim Everett's. And he will come in the game as LA is going to be throwing it a lot here. Down 16 points. Here's the medium fly to Hirsch. Hirsch has it. A gain of 15. 4 catches for 70 yards has Hirsch. Ellert, medium slant. A sack, a fumble, But LA keeps it. Wisniewski right there to pounce on it. A loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Blitz time. They'll screen it to Dickerson. And that's overthrown. Ellard on a long passing play. Blitz coming for San Francisco. He lets it go, incomplete. 4th and 16. Plenty of time still in the 4th, so Van Brocklin will punt. Punt of 44 yards.
Receiving team.
And they'll get a few more yards for the holding by Ronnie Lott. First and 10 at the San Francisco 9. See, I saw the 9-yard line and I said, oh, it's a first and goal. No, it's not. San Francisco, 12:56 away from victory if the scores hold. Give to McElhenney. McElhenney loses a
Personal
yard,
foul.
but
Defense. Number 48, 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
LA shooting themselves in the foot again. Ritger called for the personal foul. 1st and 10, ball to 24. To Gore. And Gore picks up 2. Donald on the stop. Gore now at 90 yards rushing to go with his 4 catches and 84 yards receiving. So he's had a very good day. 2nd and 8 at the 26. I'd give him player of the game honors if it ended now. Here's Gore. He goes over 100 now with the 11-yard gain. Cromwell on the stop. 1st and 10 at the 37. LA's got to get the ball back and fast. Soltau picks up 5 on the catch from Young. Young has now a 15 out of 23 game, 245 and a touch. San Francisco has amassed 422 total yards. LA 242, so switch those first 2 numbers around and that's what you got. 2nd and 5, ball to 42. McElhenney picks up 2. 3rd and 3, ball to 44. To Gore. Gore is short of the first down by a little bit. Merlin Olsen limping off. It is said he will be back in a few plays, but we'll have a punt first. I will watch for the fake, because a fake would be fatal here if it were successful. Return, fair catch, or let it roll. I'm going to try for the return. And Brown makes the fair catch at the 13. I think that's Tim Brown, not Ron Brown. Goff back in at quarterback. Medium fly to Crazy Legs Hirsch. That's incomplete. He overthrew Hirsch. And Goff off to a slow start. 1 out of 4, 15 yards. Medium out to Brown. That's incomplete. 3rd and 10. This San Francisco pass defense doing its job and doing it well. Medium fly to Hirsch again. Incomplete. 3 and out for LA. And deep in their own territory, they're going to have to kick. Here is Van Brocklin, right from his goal line. A return by Taylor of 11 yards, moving it up to San Francisco's own 49. 9:10 left. They have a 26-10 lead. 1st and 10. To Gore, 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Ball at the LA 46. A gain of 3. 3rd and 2. Ball the LA 43. Looking for Gore over the middle, incomplete. Janikowski coming on, and oh my goodness, he's going to try a 60-yarder, which would be an HTFL record. And of course, that's going to be no good. He pushed it off to the right. Janikowski at one point tied the all-time record for a longest field goal with 63 yards. He did that on a Monday night against Denver a few years ago before it was broken. I believe by Matt Prater, who would play for Denver. Matt Prater or Scott Prater or something like that. Well, anyway, ball is at midfield, so they have given LA excellent field position here. 1st and 10. Medium out to Elroy Hirsch. Elroy was the boy in the Jetsons. That's another incomplete pass. So Goff not off to a good start at all. Medium hitch Tim Brown on 2nd and 10. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. They'll go to Brown again. Medium cross. That's caught. Brown to the 36. Pick up a 14. They'll go no huddle. Wanting to get a score here before too long. Todd Christensen on a cross. That's incomplete. Well covered by Lester Hayes. Raider against Raider there. To Tim Brown on the short play. That's caught. But we have a marker.
Offsides, defense.
That'll not
Number 73,
stand.
5-yard penalty.
Namalini called for an offsides, so that'll be wiped away. 1st and 10 at the 20. 4 wides now in the game. They'll go to Tom Fears on a short cross. Look for these look-in plays. Sack. Khalil Mack comes over the middle and gets the sack. That's 2 for him on the day. 2nd and 19. Ellard, medium cross. Sack again. This time Haley really lays it on Goff. And a loss of 11. Now it's 3rd down and a cab ride to Pasadena. Here's Ellard. A long passing play. Caught. They will go for it on 4th down. They needed 30. They got 25. Dickerson, screen. And that's incomplete. Turnover on downs. LA loses it. San Francisco takes over. 4:16 left. It's 26-10 San Francisco. Robertson with a gain of a yard. 2nd and 9. Both teams with all timeouts left. Gore loses a yard. He's still got 108 on the day. 3rd and 10. Ball to 15. Pass over the middle to Gore. That's incomplete. Young has thrown 6 bad passes today, according to our stat keepers. And now LA is going to get the ball back. We're going to go for the block. Trying to make anything happen here. Punt of 41 yards, returned a yard by Brown. Ball to 45. We have 2:37 left to go. LA in need of a miracle here. A long cross to Ellard on 1st and 10. Incomplete. Just out of the reach of Ellard. And it's 2nd and 10. We'll go Hirsch, medium slant, with 2:28 to go. Sack again. Willis. They'll hurry to the line and go no huddle. Medium fly to Ellard again. That's caught, and we'll have a 4th and long play, 4th and 9 after the 2-minute warning. 1:53 left. It's 26-10 LA. So here's your ball game, folks, for Los Angeles in all likelihood. Medium slant to Hirsch. Each team with 3 timeouts still. That's incomplete. San Francisco takes over on downs. Buck 45. Here is Gore. He loses a yard. LA burns their first timeout. 2nd and 11. Ball to 47 of LA. Gore with 2 yards. LA burns timeout number 2. San Francisco throw here on 3rd and 9. They do not. They give it to Gore. Gains 4. Last timeout called by LA. They will go for the block here on 4th and 5. Sideline punt, and not a bad one, by Davis, which goes out at the 10. Buck 21 on the clock, and LA is going to have to use the sidelines here or think of something. Medium out to Christensen on 1st and 10. That's incomplete. Medium out to Brown. Incomplete. Goff now 5 out of 18, so maybe this was not a wise substitution after all. Ellard, medium out. And that's going to be a pickoff and a touchdown the other way. Lester Hayes with his first pick of the year, and it's a pick six. 32-10. Here's your point after try. Good. 33-10. We have 1:03 to go. Arnett back deep. We'll try to get this game over with here. Turn out the lights. This party is over. Return of 32 out to the 30. Goff's going to come out. As you see the replay of the kick return, which I really didn't want to show you again. Goff's going to come out. And let's see what the other options are. We'll go to Glenn Dobbs. We see Ben Brocklin warming up. Instead, we'll go to Roman Gabriel. He will see action, number 5. He's just going to go a long hitch to Brown. And Brown has it, a gain of 34. They'll hurry to the line. Brown, medium out. Incomplete. Roman Gabriel at one point did radio commentary for the Carolina Panthers, and I believe he did some work with CBS in the 70s too after his playing days. We'll put Dickerson on the line, and we're going to go to him on a long hitch. Dickerson's got it. A gain of 22. 16 seconds left. No huddle. Gabriel will just spike the ball and try to get a last play in. 5 seconds to go. We'll put Younger at wide out. With the ball at the 14, and we'll go to him on a long hitch. Incomplete. That's your game. Final, San Francisco 33, LA 10. So San Francisco goes to 4-1 on the year. You see the scoring summary there. Look at the team stats. 439 yards of total offense for San Francisco. LA only ran it 11 times. They only got 334 on the day. San Francisco scored every time they got into the red zone, but 4 field goals were kicked. LA went 1 for 5 in the red zone and only got a field goal. So not a good effort from them offensively. San Francisco had the ball 36 minutes, 25 seconds. They ran 65 plays. LA ran 57. LA with 2 turnovers. LA was sacked 5 times. And I think Frank Gore will get player of the game status, as he ran it 113 and caught it for 84. So we'll look at the standings real fast before calling it a day. San Francisco now 4-1. They will be at least a game ahead out of Kansas City. Kansas City's a game back. Denver, should they win against San Diego, will be a half game back, since they already had their bye week that many teams will be getting in the near future. LA falls to 3-2, and even if San Diego loses, San Diego will still own the tiebreaker for the lead in the lower west. You got about 5 teams in the Western Conference race that could make the playoffs. Only 4 bids will be given. So our next 3 games, Seattle and Las Vegas, that'll be next, and that'll be an unplugged game. Denver and San Diego, Pittsburgh, and Green Bay, our Monday night game. Again, your final today for this game, 33-10, San Francisco beats Los Angeles. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. We wish you well. Godspeed. God bless. We'll catch you again soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.